What's up, guys? This is Shadmaster of Brand New Video. Today we're doing the Bill Cipher. So now we're doing part 2. I have not got to done part 2 because I thought these amazing ideas were other parts.
He says,
do them. So, before this video starts, I am still got a lot of people like this though.
Then Deku gets the envelope and he gets...
Before this video actually begins starting, I am still got a lot of people like this, 4 likes. Actually, yeah, I'm adding my own likes, I just can. There's 2 comments. I think they're from my brother, yes. What if Deku met the SCP Foundation? Now, that one sounds amazing to do, and I will actually do that. You guys just have to comment, and can you please guys comment, because I want to check see you guys. So, if I had to go through here, and look at my, most popular ones, mostly, the SCP-682 would take second place for 30 views. Bill Cipher would take, the top for 3 days, 2 days. And, what if Deku had Zark's power? Now, we end that series. There's no more Zark if you guys... I could add a bonus episode to that, but I have to check see how you guys want it. Mouse Sonic is gonna get another one though, so it's gonna continue on. I'm making a good scene after this one. So I can't remember what happened.
The thing that lets him come to UA and then All Might surprise and he tells him he gets 100. Great, not this guy again.
So, we're gonna skip through the timeline, and now we are in, Deku is now in, Class 1A. But before he even enters the school, he accidentally falls. So then he uses his powers to, fly in the air, though. And, Ochaku was behind him, though, and she was gonna save him from not falling, but he just flied, though. So, they have Mr. Aizawa. So then all of them say that he tells them to, he tells them to all wear, he gives them all these uniforms and stuff. So, now, all of them are outside. And so, the first one who throws it is Bakugo. So, Bakugo gets, 500, let's just say he gets around 300, 400. Then Deku's next, though, and then Bakugo says that this little idiot won't make any points anyway. And, he throws it, and when he does, it actually, goes, a long way. It actually, because he has the ability to mess with reality, he, makes it go around the comeback through time. And then everyone's astonished by this, and then Mr. Aizawa says infinity. Chocolate gets infinity. And then Bakugo's super mad, so he goes after Deku, but he's actually Bill Cipher, is controlling Deku actually. So Deku just teleports behind him, and then actually Cry chops him in the neck. And he tells him, I didn't kill him though, he's just knocked out. And he gets his hand and makes him float up in the air. And they're all going back in the building. Yeah, they're going back in the building. So now, Buck goes in there, Buck goes in, the nurse's office with Recovery Girl. And then he asks what the hell happened. And then she says, this young boy knocked you out though because you were charging at him. And what the hell? He mostly sees... that, so, like, Mr. Aizawa says to, so you know, like, Mr. Aizawa says you're gonna get expelled, though. He really doesn't expel anybody, because he said it was a joke. Baka didn't hear that because he was unconscious. And, like, All Might's, like, in the corner and looking at this, and then he says, dang, that kid has, like, a lot of power, though. And, like, Mr. Aizawa saying that exact same thing he said, though. And, like, now they're getting, Mr. Aizawa tells them to get a book, and then class dismissed. And, like, everyone does, and then, Baka goes back to class 1A, and he sees Mr. Aizawa. And Mr. Aizawa tells him to get a book and just leave the school. And he does, so then the next day arrives, where he is now actually, like, they're going to the second day of, the second day, and now they're learning about, I'm gonna have to, I can't remember for the dorms, so I'm just gonna say, Mr. Aizawa tells them that, they are gonna do, in Mr. Aizawa tells the, whole entire class they have tomorrow to design their own costumes. So, the next day comes, mostly, Bill slash Deku would just have a top hat, though. And, like, a little king, though. And, like, everyone asks, why does he have that, though? And he says, is that really what you're gonna wear, though? And then he changed to his form that I have on Google right now. Bill Deku. It takes a while, but, like, that's weird stuff. So now, yeah, it's right. He mostly has, let me just find some images, but, like, I know what it looks like. You guys saw it. It mostly was glowing, but, like, we're just gonna have to show something close to it right here. Yeah, this was it. And, like, they, Miss All Might's there, and he tells them that they're doing this rescue thing, so, like, Bako and Ida are on the bad side, though, the villain side, and Ochaku and Deku's on the hero side. So then after he says start, they go, and Deku just actually teleports where Bako is, and Bako got startled, and he said, "What the heck?" And he sees Deku, and he tries to actually say, "Screw you! I'm gonna blow this place up immediately." So then he does, and then, like, Bill with King just, like, sucks up all the explosions and should blew up the building. So then, he says, "Oh, don't you want this back?" So then he fires it back at him. And, well, All Might tells, Deku that attack from Baka was too much for him, so, like, Bako is out, cause he's mostly on the ground, though, and, like, his arms are broken, though, and he tries to use his quirk, but it doesn't work, because it mostly works at him activating his arms, and I think he can't activate it on any of his body parts, though. His hands, he can still move his fingers, but not that much, though. And then Deku walks over to Bakugo, and then he grabs him by the hair, and then he says, "Who's the pathetic reckless now?" And he creates 5 duplicates. Let's just say he creates 2, because I'm not going that far. So the other duplicate actually punches Bakugo, and All Might tells Deku to stop, or his team are going to get squashed. So he stops, but then he throws Bakugo in the wall. And now Ochaku's fighting Ida, but Deku teleports between that fight, and he immediately actually forces Ida to hold still like a mannequin, and then he actually starts punching him, and he says though this didn't do anything though, but then he stops time. It's hits ability though, and does massive amount of damage on Ida's armor. So much damage though. And then they captured the bomb, the fake bomb. They captured the fake bomb, so then All Might tells the Horner thing. They tell the Horner class that Deku's team has won. But then they go over, and then All Might tells Deku in front of the Horner class that he should not kept attacking Bakugo and such. Bakugo's still conscious, so he's not knocked out and stuff. And he is now has to go back to the school. Mostly recovery girls are just he's on this bench though, and still hears the stuff, and then All Might tells Bakugo that he should not use that powerful explosion though. So Bakugo's now really mad because he lost against him, and then Deku makes a snarky comment and says, "Well, the 8 should not fire that powerful blast though." And All Might says, "Yeah, he should, but you redirected it at him, and it seems like the blast did more damage than it should have did. Because that guy who can see into the future, he looks into the future before this happens, and then he sees how big the explosion should have been from Bakugo if Deku didn't redirect it. So it makes a powerful explosion, not that big, but still powerful. And Bakugo still regenerate his everything's, and he gets this weird cast thing, and All Might asks the class how you think Deku's team did, and that person with the creation quirk says they really did terribly because Deku actually redirect that blast at Bakugo that did more damage and shove, and Chaku created the gravity, and she wasn't really taking this seriously. I mean, she was, but she really wasn't doing that much to shove. I mean, she could have actually just touched Ida once. It would just be easier fight if she just told Deku to create a copy of himself he did, and have 2 of them to help her fight. And they say yeah, and she asks what's wrong with Bakugo's team, and she says mostly nothing was wrong except Bakugo firing that powerful blast. And he says yes, and Ida took the role of the things really seriously, but mostly Deku took it seriously though. And um, Bakugo actually, after all these go down, they return back to school, but the next day, the Jordans are not implemented. So, wait. No, the Jordans aren't implemented. I mean, that dome thing where they go is not implemented. So they go there, and like, Deku, actually, Bill slash Deku asks his, what's your quirk? And I seen this, it's called Rescue 13, says it's a black hole. Her quirk's like a black hole though, and like he says that's interesting though. And like he wants to start getting it, but he needs like a substance like a black hole or something, and like enough energy. He has all the energy he needs, but he needs like a type of black hole, like something that can actually pull something in and like release energy. So the League of Villains start. The League of Villains start now. So like everyone gets teleported around though, and mostly Bill doesn't get teleported around because he can just like really teleport out there though. So then he's now fighting that warp gate guy. But he created copies. So like it seems Deku got teleported to Froggy, but he got teleported to everybody, so he created clones of himself. And the real version of him is now like fighting that warp gate guy though, and his powers is like a portal. So he says that you'll be a great component for my thing. So he actually turns him into like a marble. And then he eats the marble. And like Kirishima, I think that's his name, Kirishima's really startled by this. And he said, kid, what the hell did you do to my partner? And he said, I turned him into a marble because he's going to be a master player for my genius. Now, Bill just needs to wait until he has enough energy to work this thing on. So then he now starts. Now he tries to pull the punch on him, and the Nomu gets in the way, and then he tries to actually break Deku's arm, but then he can't. And like, he sees dozens of Dekus though, and like, remember that big blast that shot at, tried to shoot at Deku, and he reversed it? It's gonna happen the exact same thing. So like, they all get caned like this though, and then fire at the Nomu. So now, the Nomu is like seriously injured, but it regenerates. And then Bill says, nah, you won't do that really easily. So he gets to send like a finger and fires it so it obliterates the Nomu to nothing. And then Kirishima says, that took me weeks to make though. And he says, oh, back to the drawing board then. So now All Might gets there though, because he ran there though. And not All Might's there, and he sees that he sees Deku fighting Kirishima. Now, Erase supposed to be fighting him, but like, he actually teleported, Erase away from Kirishima. So now he asks one of the clones of Deku that what happened, and he just tells him everything, and now all the rest still have enough energy to obliterate him. And then Deku said, All Might says, don't kill him. And he really doesn't, but he actually blasts his hands off. and like one of his hands off though, and they said, "You stupid bitch, you're gonna kill you though." And then that poor old guy can't get out, so like the League of Villains are not captured, even that guy with all the hands. So now, Deku's told by some pro heroes that he should not did that, but they're glad that he saves the Class 1A. So now they implement the dorm. So Deku lives in his dorm, and then they get to design all their dorms. I just saw Cartman's mom fuck the guy from Trapper Keeper on South Park. Oh my god, you're sexist, Mr. Garrison. You're so fucking sexist. Oh my god, Mr. Garrison's sexist. So, he now, like, he makes his thing like, he mostly has a triangle. He actually gets a statue because he teleported there. And then, Ochaku says, "Hey, what's that statue for?" And then he doesn't answer. He signs off the question, say, "Hey, let's just go check see everyone else is." So then he does, and like, what the fuck? Well, now, they go check see everybody's except Minetta's, and then, Bill Cipher reads Minetta's mind though, and it's dirty. Like, adult dirty. Like, pervert level dirty. It's like if, the perviest people in the world told a child everything about women and told him to do that for the rest of his life and made that. And like, he shakes though in his head. He said, "Oh, disgusting." And like, he's saying that, and like, he's, most everyone knows he's a dirty pervert though. So now, he is going. So now they don't look at Minetta's room because he's a pervert as hell. So now, Deku sees Bakugo though, and then Bakugo sees Deku, and then Bakugo starts charging at Deku. His arm is still not fixed though, because it has to still heal a little bit more. So now, Bakugo tries to pull a explosion, but guess what? Eraserhead stops Bakugo from doing that. And now that Deku tells him that he's going to that person that makes all those hero gear things. So then they do, but guess what? The door explodes. Bill sees that person's boobs, like breasts and stuff like that. YouTube, if you demonetize me, you're a fat ass, and you're racist and you're sexist. See, guys, this is how you make YouTube not demonetize you. Call them racist, sexist, and many things, though, because they are. And now, let's get back to this, sorry. And, he gets up, though, and then she sees how muscular, Deku is. And, like, she starts feeling him, and then he creates a clone of himself. And then she asks, "Is your clone, like, duplication?" And then he says that I have, like, a lot of quirks. And then she's so fascinated by this. But he actually doesn't. He just has, like, a cool power. So then he mostly tries to oh my god. So now he mostly like, she mostly like, is so fascinated by it. She say, "Hey, can you stay here for lunch?" He says, "Sure." And like, he mostly doesn't have to eat anything though, but like, when he's possessed someone, he has to eat something, so he does. He turns, a cloth in his, pocket into a taco, and he starts eating it. And she starts taking notes of him because in this timeline, she takes notes of every single person in UA. Every single person, even All Might, everybody. So, sorry for that pause, but I was thinking. Now, this is where, so you know how, like, Deku has, like, a lot of notes on heroes? Well, he doesn't have those, because he never takes notes on heroes, because, he just really doesn't do that, but he actually studies them in his mind. So then she studies, heroes and stuff, so, like, she takes notes on everything Deku has the ability to do, and, like, she asks him, does she asks him that, what else can you do? So, like, he creates, he says this cane can actually absorb all damage, though, and redirect it, and then she says, can I look at it? He says, sure, but it's like, she starts sketching it, though, in her notes, and then gives it back to Bill, and then mostly, like, she starts working on, so this is when the timelines get crossed with Metal Deku. Now, if you guys didn't see my Metal Dekus, this is where the second part comes, where I want to do if Metal Deku was built from her. So she starts trying to design Metal Deku, and he decides that'll be a good host for him, so, like, he speeds up time on Metal Deku when he's built. So, like, he just doesn't resemble a human, he just resembles Metal Sonic. And, like, it's supposed to be, like, a helper in there, though. So then it starts working, and then she asks how you did that, and he tells him, I have time manipulation, reality warping, mind control, a lot of things, body position, and she asks, what's body position? So, like, he shows her. So, like, that Maldeku is actually not awake yet. So he possesses his body, and he says, oh, cool, it worked, though. And, like, he starts moving around, but, like, mostly they haven't, like, put everything in him, so, like, he falls apart easily, and he gets back in his own body, and then she says, that's cool, but, like, the thing's broken, so, like, he says, don't spoil over, you know that scene with spoiled milk, though, so he snaps his fingers, and Mad Deku's, like, rebuild, though, and then, like, it's actually time for, it's mostly now time to actually, like, the school's over, so now, because after lunch, school's over in this timeline, so they have a short schedule, but they still learn really hard. So now, she asks him to, Bill actually asks her a question. Is there a way to make a machine that can actually, like, say, open a portal to a different dimension? And she says, yes, but you need, like, a lot of components. you need a lot of energy, and you need like somebody with power that can open portals. And he shows her the marble that has a supervillain in it, and like nobody else knows except her. And she said, "What the heck is that?" And he says, "I captured a villain here that has the ability to open portals." So he gives the sketches of the portal. It's like a little handgun though that actually open portals. And she says, "Well, this is gonna be a little dangerous." So he says, "I can just snap my fingers and then like it can go away." And he says, Dio says hands go up blue flame, and she says, "What the heck is that?" "Oh, it's a thing where if we make a deal, that the deal has to be the deal is forever until one of us expires, like dies or something. So that means you can't just like say, I can build you this anymore, or like you can take it, but like it won't work." And I can just show you a picture here, right here, a chain. But like imagine the chain to his arm, and the chain's still on him though. I'm still 100% myself. So now, he's thinking of actually bringing different dekus from different realities. So this would be like at the end of My Hero Academia, where the reality would like all those decks would come to the existing reality abilities. So then Ochaku is trying to find Deku, and he does, and then she's getting jealous, and then she walks in and says, "Deku, you know it's like school's over, right?" And he says, "Yeah," and like she's asking what they're doing now, and then he tells him, and then he doesn't tell her where he's getting all this cool stuff from. Sorry. But like, she's very impressed and stuff, and then Mr. Aizawa wants to see you though, and like because she wanted to tell him that, and he finds Mr. Aizawa with some pro heroes, like about like a lot. So like Midnight, All Might, Eraserhead, a guy with the scorpion, like a centipede. I can't remember that guy. Like a lot of people that, and then he says, "What am I here for?" And that person with the oh, this one's actually a good one though. "Hey kid, you want some quirks?" Oh my god, that would make perfect sense. "Excuse me? Sorry, but like, is he serious?" "I'm afraid so. He looks like a idiot." Oh my god. But like, I'm just gonna say that because it's actually hilarious. But like, what the hell? Holy fuck. Oh, this is the hour-long one. So like, this is gonna be, so like, that person that controls him, that builds all those hero parts, she said, and he sees her, and he says, "You didn't," and she says, "I did," and he's asking for that super villain, and that marble, and he says, "No, it's mine though." And like, his eyes are turning red because he's now physically aggravated, and like, Endeavor says, "You can't give it to us or we're gonna hurt you." And like, oh my god, they're, so, they are now, So, he says it's mine, and then, like, Endeavor actually gets physically activated, and he says, kid, give it to us, or we're gonna hurt you. And he says no, so then he starts running. So Endeavor goes after him, and then, like, All Might goes after him too, and Midnight, and Eraserhead. So now they're outside the building. He asks that, he tells him that, they're outside, and he starts floating in the air, and he says, well, I really wanted to do this earlier, but he fires his hand in the air like a gun, and he teleports his statue bite in the air, and that marble, and then he says, well, I can't start Weird again this round, because it's old. So then he fires in the air, and, like, he destroys the marble and the statue, and a portal opens, and, like, gets, like, a lot of dekus. So, Nomu Deku, here are the following dekus. Nomu Deku, Metal Sonic Deku, Villain Deku, some more Dekus, like the Predator Deku, it would be the Xenomorph Deku, he says that, he gets, like, a lot of Dekus, and then he controls with his mind, and they're saying, is that Dekus? He, but, like, he tells all the Dekus to, it's party time, so then his pyramid shows up again. And, like, everyone's outside because they hear all this earthquake stuff. And what the fuck? Never. But, like, a pyramid shows up and he looks like this now. So then, Deku's frail body is like, it's like, remember when, do you guys not remember? Do you guys not remember where, if you guys watch Yu-Gi-Oh, it's where the anime where they had Yugi's body chain in the air in the Shadow Realm, and they were dueling, so it's like that, and then they say, is that Deku? And then he says that husk of your friend is now mine, host for now. So then he actually now, actually starts Weird again, so he summons all of his friends, and Endeavor is done with this shit, so he punches Deku. But, like, guess what? Metal Deku actually forms his giant Colossus, Overlord Deku, and fires a beam, Now, if you guys have not seen my what if, you guys have to see it though. But like when he shoots a beam, it actually creates this sphere mode thing that keeps him trapped in there. And like he captures all the heroes, and he broadcasts on every single channel, and he says that every single villain in this entire city, no, state, can now cause chaos because I want the League of Villains to come here right now. And whoever captures Toga gets 1 million, gets like any one wish though. And like the League of Villains look at Toga, and then she said, "Are you guys really gonna do that though?" And like they do. So like Deku scans the entire scene for Toga because he went through he remembers through each Deku's reality that Toga was mostly the main problem there. So then they a portal opens up because when he actually destroyed that marble, that portal guy came back and he went back there and then he teleports them all to Deku's palace thing, this pyramid, and then they got Toga wrapped in a rope, and then he asks them, "What's your wish though?" Now he actually has to grant the wish completely, so they can ask anything, and then they ask to kill you, and like he starts laughing though, but like he sees some stuff like dusting from the Infinity War things, like he's binded because like as long as has a host though, he can't change the wishes though. So like he's really mad, and then he says, "If I can't, he won't die." So like he snaps his fingers and like makes him not die though. And then he says, "Oh, you're trying to do that, aren't you?" So then he kills Kirishima, and he brings back that Nomu, but like under his control, and then All Might says that we need to stop Deku, and then Ochaka starts crying. Now Deku hears this, and they say, "Bill, let me go though," and then Bill saying, "No, you're not going anywhere though." And like he teleports with all the villains except Toga, and she's stuck there. And like let me just search one, Toga X Deku. This how it would be. So like he would really be dating Toga. So now she would be saying, "Are you gonna kill me or something?" And he says, "No, we're not gonna kill you." And he's telling them that they have to. She has to she actually she says you can have Deku, and like she sees Deku like bleeding and stuff like that, and then she says, "What's the catch?" And he says, "Mostly nothing, except don't come back here at all." So like she's teleported out there with Deku, but he can like she starts running with Deku, and like he's unconscious, and like all the pro heroes see this, and like all the rest of the pro heroes and like see this. So then they she starts like saying that crazy guy killed Kirishima. And like the villains and the heroes are saying, what the fuck? And stuff like that. And now, that Deku wakes up and says the only way to defeat him is saying, the chant. But like, like, Anomu is right behind them, and then Anomu actually kicks Toga into like a wall. Doesn't kill her or anything. He just kicks her lightly. This is like kicks her and like she charges and like she falls into she gets grabbed by All Might though, and like that Nomu actually like disappears though and stuff. So like what the fuck? So like so now Deku gets healed at UA though. And like so like in the series, remember when the barrier thing? So like they try to leave the city but they can't because as long as Bill's there they can't leave. And like Deku tells them that Bill's actually alone because he saw everything that Bill did in his past, and he says the only way to defeat him is to memory gun him. And they ask that person that makes all those things to can she build a machine that can actually like can make a memory gun, and like she says yes. But like Metal Deku is outside of his palace, like actually just in the giant though, and he's looking at them where they are, and then he starts charging up his cannons, and like he's mostly not shooting, he's shooting gas though, like to poison the air. It's not like poison, but it's like machine possessing stuff like that. And like she, like all this gas, and they say don't sniff in, but he is though. What? What the hell? What the hell's that school shit? So like now, she sniffs it and then she turns into a machine. And like, they see this and then like, they cover her mouth, but like, the machine process stops. And like, cause like, now Maldek is part of her mind. And like, she tells him that, that giant metal machine thing's actually a Deku. So they have to attack it. It's like in its core though, because that's where Deku is. It's just like a little goo thing because without the host though, it's nothing. So then All Might hears this, so he starts jumping up to the thing and actually charges into its core, and it does. So then it saves that Deku, and like that thing like starts turning to like wet liquid that and like falls, and then this is the end of the story here, but it's gonna be a two-part. So this is the first part of the end of the series. Actually, not the end of the series, but it's still continue on. And the second part's gonna come out tomorrow. So like, I'm so sorry, and I have to record for now a male version of Deku. And bye.